Hello there, thanks for spending this time with us as we think about how we can build God's people and how you can be part of that. If you take out the Building God's People brochure, you'll see on the inside cover that in 1891, a small group of Christians in Annandale banded together to buy this land and build this building. They contributed £594 to buy the land and then a further £794 to build the building. In a sense, all the ministry done on this site since then stands on their sacrifice. In the Christians in the Media work too, we have seen many sacrifice to facilitate the gospel ministry that's happened. And through those people's prayers and gifts, we've seen this ministry grow, so that now hundreds of people have been touched by the gospel of Jesus. In 2001, the Christians in the Media ministry was at a crossroads. God had blessed us, but we needed a home. We'd grown too big as a ministry to operate out of this front room of our house. Taking responsibility for the Annandale Church allowed us to jump the next step from being a garage ministry to, for the first time, having a home. Since making that step, we've been better able to reach media workers and communication students, and in the local area, the number of people touched by the gospel of Jesus has sharply increased.
Yesterday I went through 2 ways to live with a stranger. That was a high point because I've never done that before. So it was exciting.
Please have the Building God's People brochure in your hand and let me walk you through it. This brochure describes the exciting opportunities that are before us. On page 2, under the heading Building on the Past, you'll see some of the strengths of our church and the ways we love each other and reach out into the community of Annandale. We are a church that really does care about the needs and hurts of people. Over 100 lay ministers make up the heart of this church's ministry to you. First, look inside the cover. There you'll see a graph of our church's growth. It's pretty amazing. I was recently told that our church is among the fastest growing churches in the Sydney Anglican Church. We're bursting at the seams, and in lots of ways now is the time to make the next step. In one sense it feels like we're back where we were. We've outgrown our home and our family is still growing. So our church council has decided we want to build a home, to better build the people of God, to reach the neighbourhood, to impact the nation. Bearing in mind, in gratitude for what Christ has done for us, we are all being asked to give sacrificially to our new home. How much exactly will it cost? Well, based on the amount we raise, we have 3 different objectives. If we can raise $300,000 in gifts and pledges, we can begin to build. We should be able to raise that easily. If we can raise $600,000 in gifts and pledges, we can expect a very warm response when we ask for a loan. And if we can raise $1 million in gifts and pledges, I think that there's every chance that no loan will be necessary. In order for each of us to succeed in reaching our goals, we must each become creative in discovering the different ways we can give. We've listed 3 different ways you can give financially to building God's people. First, you can make a cash gift. Then you can make a 36-month giving commitment, a pledge. Or finally, you can make the church a beneficiary in your will. I hope that you'll use all 3 ways. At this time, I'd like for you to find the giving commitment card, the gift and pledge card in your pack, and let me run you through it. Notice on your gift and pledge commitment card, there's a place to record your cash check direct transfer gift. You can write a check, you can put down your credit card details, or you can indicate a direct transfer. Next, I'd ask you to please make a 36-month giving pledge. Most people don't have a lot of cash laying around, so you can give far more when it's spread out over time. On the brochure, look under the heading, Raising Funds for Building God's People. You'll see a set of scenarios. The week before Gift and Pledge Sunday, having looked at those scenarios, use the guide and write down a weekly, monthly or annual amount that you'd like to give during the next 36 months. Notice that's the second thing to fill in on the card. Finally, Add together the one-off gift amount that you're enclosing and the amount you're committing to give over the next 36 months. Record the combined total in the third space on your card. And on the 4th of June, at Gift and Pledge Sunday, I'm asking you to bring your giving envelope together with your cash gift and commitment card to either our morning or evening church meetings. I hope you won't miss church that Sunday particularly. If you can't be there that weekend, please mail your cheque and commitment card in beforehand so that it can be included in the grand total. Note, the theme for building God's people is equal sacrifice, not equal gifts. Not all of us can give the same amount, but we can all give an amount that represents a real sacrifice for each of us. That amount will be a personal thing between you and God. Please understand though that every gift and commitment, regardless of the amount, is important. The attitude with which we give is far more important than the amount. Let me close by encouraging you to do 3 things. 1, please reread through the brochure completely. 2, put the commitment card in a safe place so that it will be ready to bring on Gift and Pledge Sunday. And 3, have a conversation with your family to discuss and pray about your commitment. God is working powerfully through the ministry of our church. This is our opportunity to be part of making history. It's time to build. The challenge is before us. If each of us will do what we can, God will do a miracle through us. Thanks for listening.
I'm going to say the word of Jesus.
Who's Jesus?
God.
And what did he do though?
He saved us from our sins. And he died on the cross to take the punishment away.
From who?
From everyone in the entire world.